Thanks for clicking. Coming at you with another in a series of just whatever self therapy videos, whatever the hell you want to call these things, just therapeutic self-therapy videos. And you guys might be sick of my work, hearing about my work stuff, but then you can just either not click it or, click away from the video, I guess, if you're sick of hearing about it. But obviously it's in the forefront of my life right now, and what's, I guess my biggest whatever problem at this point or whatever. So I just wanted to make a video, yet another video about it, one that's not so ranty. I kind of regret the last video I did, the one that was uploaded before this video. I kind of made a deal with myself, because I've seen, like, over the last winter and stuff, I've seen other people's videos and other people upload stuff, which I think is really good, and then they'll delete it, and then they'll just delete their whole channel, and they'll upload videos and delete them. And I always felt that, I don't know, especially if, videos were really good and they were getting well received and stuff, to delete them because of any, sense on their end of insecurity or anything like that, I just thought was like, well, their little video and the whole gamut of videos on YouTube really, as cold as it sounds, really is pretty insignificant. So that's the kind of the way I look at it regarding my videos. There's some videos that I uploaded that, like the last one in particular, where I kind of regret uploading and would like to delete, but I kind of made this deal with myself, and I've kept to it so far, where if you upload something, you pretty much have to keep it up, because I think it's people's moods change, obviously, and I think that it's a true account of what I was feeling that night, a couple nights ago after a horrible, night at work. So, I'm still not sorry for it, because it was what I was feeling at the moment, but I do kind of regret uploading it. But in accordance with my, rules that I've laid down for myself, the plan is to basically just keep it up, because it's, like I say, once again, it's what I was feeling at the time. So there, I just wasted about 3 minutes or so of the video not talking about that. But on to this topic, which, I worked today like 8 hours. On to this topic, which I don't know, you guys are probably sick of me always saying, I don't know what this is called, it'll probably be called something. This job's just kicking my ass. It's just kicking my ass, and I was thinking today, it's probably like my least favorite job that I've had, that I've spent the most time at, because it's like we're on week 4 or 5 at this point. I don't even know anymore, and it's, I keep, sticking with it, hoping that I'll get used to it, and I'm not getting used to it. It's just as shitty. I mean, the shifts aren't, equally shitty. Like, I've worked, I think, a couple times since that really bad night, and neither of the shifts was that bad, but they're still not good, and what I'm doing, cashiering, non-stop for 8 hours is just kicking my fucking 37-year-old asshole. And I had these thoughts last week about, I probably mentioned it in the last video or something, about talking to someone, an HR person, and then, it's so stupid, because when you're home and you have a day off, it's like, well, obviously you're not at work and things feel better, and then you decide not to. Oh, I won't talk to someone after all, and I'll just continue as scheduled. And then you'll go and work, and it'll be like, 7 hours into the shift, you're just like, fuck, I gotta talk to someone. And the same thing's happening right now since I got off of work. I've been off work for 3 or 4 hours, and it's just, or more. And it's the same thing where I feel like, well, maybe I don't need to talk to someone. And I just I have to talk to someone about, potentially doing something different at this job, or lessening my hours. Because it's just kicking my ass, and unlike the other 2 jobs I quit this year, which was more of a mental strain or a mental burden, this job is both like a physical and mental burden. Like, it kicks my back's ass, and just, oh God, just thinking about this job, I can't believe I'm still there. That's a testament to my goddamn, I guess, willpower when I need it or something. But I just think, there's so many things that are good about the job being so close, and just, you can get a lot of hours if you want. Like, I was trying to think today, like, what about this job sucks? And I narrowed it down to like 3 things. Well, it could just be the non-stop cashiering, which is probably the biggest part of it. And then it's like, is it the non-stop cashiering for 8 hours, or is it just the fact that it's 8-hour shifts of cashiering, or is it the fact that you have whatever 4 8-hour shifts, or 5 days a week, and some mostly 8-hour shifts, and maybe a couple 6-hour shifts of non-stop cashiering for long periods of time at once. And it's just like, I'm trying to, with my analytical mind, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck about this job is kicking my ass. And I think it's a combination of all 3 of those things. I think first and foremost, just being just 6, 7, 8 hours nonstop. Literally, there's that word again. Non-stop cashiering is just kicking my 37-year-old fucking asshole. Jobs I've had at the past, which I didn't mind, were a combination of floor work and cashier work, and floor work and cashier work, and I've never had like nothing but cashier work, and I thought I'd love it. I thought it'd make time go by like a son of a bitch, and it doesn't. It's more like you feel like you've worked 16 hours, like twice as much after an 8-hour shift, So anyway, halfway done with this video. I guess I just wanted to, this video ain't even worth uploading, but whatever. I just wanted to talk about this and just, oh my god, I got the next 2 days off, which will be amazing, and the last time I ever had 4 days off in a row, I spent the whole fucking 4 days sick. I'll probably never have 4 days off in a row ever again. And next week they have me scheduled for, I might as well just say it. To me it's a lot, 39 hours. And to me that's a lot. And I know all you guys out there working, whatever you're working, 70, 80 hours a week, going, what the fuck, you can't even work? Well, I never said I wasn't a fucking pussy. When you're, whatever, got my mentality, my sensitive mentality, and just my fucking back issues and shit. I hate to be like a whiny bitch. But I can't remember a job ever kicking my ass as much as this job's kicking my ass. It's just like, fuck. And it's funny because it's like I quit 2 jobs. I was on break, I was on lunch today, sitting in my car. It was a beautiful day, and I was thinking, I quit 2 jobs this year, and I remember the feeling both times when I walked out. Because when I was there, it was like this claw clamped around my heart, squeezing my heart. And then as soon as I walked out of both jobs, it was like, whatever the hell that was. But it was like the claw, the squeezing of my heart, the pressure on my heart was just completely obliterated, and it was just, the heart was just allowed to pump and freely, and there was no pressure on it. Just, both times this year when I left both of my jobs, the one of 3 years and then the one of 4 days. And I was just sitting in my car on lunch today in a beautiful sunny, warm for this time of year weather. It was like 67 or something. And just going, God damn it, I should just drive away. I'd feel so good if I drove away. But I mean, it's this, I'm trying to, there's a side of me that's just trying to just like stick with it, at the very minimum, if I can't get switched off of cashiering to something else, either that or doing something in addition to cashiering, at the very bare minimum I should, ask to have less hours, because this is just kicking my fucking ass. I think it's getting so close to November now. I think quitting is just so irresponsible, and obviously 4 or 5 weeks in at this point, I haven't my willpower has been strong enough to keep myself from doing what I wanted to do for the past 3 weeks or so, which is fucking quit. You know, I don't know I've said it before, I don't understand what's going on with 2014 in regards to jobs just being unbearable for me. I don't understand it. You know, it all started at my job of 3 years when the new manager started, and all of a sudden it just turned that job, which was doable, even a lot of cases, you know, enjoyable, believe it or not. There were some shifts at my old job where if we had the right combination of employees and stuff, I didn't, you know, if I worked in the afternoon and I left at 5 or something, I didn't want to go. I was melancholy leaving. And, you know, you're in a good position if you can actually feel like melancholy leaving a job, you know. In the job I have now, it's melancholy walking into it, you know. So, there's so many things about this job that suck, and I stay there, and I keep saying you know, maybe you'll get used to it. You just have to adjust. You just have to adjust, and it's like week 4 or 5 now, and it's just like, well, you know, I can't quit. I can't quit. I can't quit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably talk to someone about either lessening my hours or doing something different, because I don't know, I guess my physical and mental health comes first, really. You know, shit. It's just disappointing that what I hoped this job would be is not, you know, what it turned out to be, you know, as far as just non-stop cashiering, you know. The interaction with the coworkers is basically nothing. Interaction with customers, you know, the first week or two I had some really great experiences, and all of a sudden those are just like gone to the wayside, and you know, anyway, I guess I could probably leave it at that. I'm kind of said all I have to say about this topic, so thank you very much for watching if you did, and that's the first and foremost that's been on my mind lately, is just this job situation. And it's so frustrating when you don't have a job. It's like all you want is a job, and when I have a job, all I want is to not have a job, and it's just like, fuck. So there, I'll end it now and cut you guys some slack. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.